Sunrise was 20 minutes ago and I've been walking along this path in the woodland for roughly a mile, I would say. A lot of the path is fairly level, but there's quite a lot of upward sections, so I'm definitely making my way up a hill. It's a lovely morning to be out. It's really cold. I think the temperature's probably around -1, -2. However, because of the walk, because of the ascent and how long I've been walking, and walking fairly briskly, I'm building up quite a nice heat now, and it really is such a lovely day to be out. At the moment it's quite overcast, but I'm hopeful that the sun may break out later. You never know, but that's one of the exciting things about landscape photography. You're never 100% sure what the conditions are going to do. But if I just stop for a second and listen, the only noises I can hear are what I think is a solitary bird somewhere off to my right, and also in the distance somewhere I can hear a gentle stream flowing. But other than that I can't hear anything. There's no wind, at least not in the point I'm in. I can't see any movement in the trees. It really is a calm, peaceful day. And in this video I'm hoping to capture an image. I don't know if I will or not yet. I haven't been here before, so I need to explore and see what I find. But what I want to talk about in this video is not the how of landscape photography, but for me personally the why. Why landscape photography? Why do I do it, and why do I enjoy it? Why landscape photography? Why do I enjoy and do landscape photography? It's quite an easy question to answer, but the answer could be quite long. I feel it's something I could sit down and talk about for quite a while. So I'm just going to give different parts to my answer, just talk about various aspects of landscape photography and what it means to me and why I do it. So I'm an outdoor person by nature. I really love being outdoors. It's somewhere that I'm really happy to be. I love the fresh air. I love just going out for walks and so on. But I really do believe that photography brings something extra to those experiences. So for example, if I was out here today just for a walk, I'd be on the path having a look around. It would be a nice way to spend a day. However, because I'm out to do landscape photography, I'm looking around much more. I'm paying more attention to detail. I'm looking at the finer detail in things, and it's letting me appreciate nature and this place more. And for example, behind the camera, way up on a hill, I've just spotted something which I think could make for an interesting image, but I'm far too far away to know that. So I'm about to do quite a difficult climb through some long heather, etc., to get to this place and explore it with a view to maybe getting an image that I would like. I may go up there and find, no, it's no use, I'm not even going to take the camera out of the bag. But that's the kind of things photography makes me do, and the nice experiences it gives me. I'm going to go off and explore there. If I was out a walk, I certainly wouldn't do that. And it just really helps me explore areas and appreciate them more. And I have to say at this point, I really respect nature and wildlife and animals, etc. I never leave my mark when I've been out doing photography. I never break things. I try and avoid standing in anything that I wouldn't want to get damaged. So I really respect the places that I'm in. I think that's really important. I would never leave a mark or destroy something just to get an image. I think that's pretty bad to do that. It's something I'd never do, but I do love exploring and I do take great care when I do it. So enough about that. I'm off to explore up here, maybe get an image, maybe not, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it all the same. So at the moment I'm off on a little bit of a climb, walking through this forest as I was talking about just a minute ago, trying to get up to something or an area which I think could have potential for an image. And this is something, unless I'm scouting obviously, that I would never do if I was just out for a walk. So I see some trees that interest me up here, and I make a bit of effort to get there, but hopefully I'll be rewarded. If not, it still let me see something new that I would never have seen if I was just out today for a walk. I'm really glad I made the climb up here over some slightly uneven ground. It wasn't the easiest of places to get to, but it's certainly been worth it, and it's certainly something I would never have done today if I wasn't out to do some photography. If I was just out for a walk, I would have never found this really interesting, nice section of the woodland. But hopefully you can see in the video behind me here, there's so many interesting, unusual shapes of trees. It looks like another world, this section. It's just one of these little pockets of woodland that I'm always delighted when I find. So I'll take you over and show you what I'm trying to photograph in this area. So when I was walking along, something up in this area caught my interest, and all I could see was perhaps 5% of this particular area. The shape of one of the trees caught my eye for some reason, and it wasn't until I made my way up I saw all these wonderful shapes. But I really like this tree behind me. There's no autumn colour, there's no splashes of spring, it's winter, it's very cold. I'm actually quite cold with not moving around for a few minutes since I've been here. But I really like this tree here and some of the trees behind it. The shapes are amazing, but I really like the texture on this part of the tree here. The bark really stands out, so I'm really hoping to capture that sharp in my image, which I'm sure I'll be able to manage to do. But if I just take you over in the direction my camera is looking, so I'm looking along this direction here, and as you can hopefully see, there's some really nice shapes and branches leading out from this tree, and also the wonderful shapes of the trees behind it as well. And just over in the distance, which is going to be in the left of my frame, I've got another really interesting, unusual tree, which I'll just have a quick look at. So it's this one here. It's just growing out, and it's going to come in nicely from the left of my image and hopefully complete the actual scene quite nicely. Lots of nice birds going around here, but yeah, it's such an amazing area, stark contrast to the other areas of the woodland that I've been walking through. But look at the shape of this tree as it comes out from the ground. It's really unusual. You're not going to see all of that in my image, you'll see a little part of it, but you're certainly going to see this branch behind me here. So this is the image that I've framed up and I'm about to capture it. So as I talked about earlier at the start of the video, this is about the why of landscape photography. It's not about the how you do landscape photography. So I'm not going to go into too many technical details about this image. I'll simply say I've got the tripod quite low, I'm on a 2-second timer and the shutter release cable because the ground is quite soft as it can often be in the woodlands. So I just want to make sure I get a nice sharp image, and I've framed it to emphasise this tree and the nice texture of the bark and so on that I spoke about, and also incorporated that tree off in the distance coming in from the left of the frame. But I think it's important when you take images to frame them up and compose them in a way that appeals to yourself, and hopefully other people will like them too if they do that as a bonus. But I think you've got to take images that you like yourself, and that's what I've tried to do here. So enough talking for this one. Press the button and the image is captured. I'm just going to quickly have a look at the tree zoomed in just to make sure I've got the area sharp that I was talking about earlier. And yeah, that's looking really nice. I can see all the detail in the section of the trunk that I talked about. So happy with that. Time to move on and enjoy the rest of the day. So that image is now captured. I'm now off to enjoy some more of this walk, and that's another reason that I love landscape photography. I find that it's always nice to capture an image that you really like, and as I've just spoken about, you hope other people will like it too. That's a bonus. But for me, they create wonderful memories. Even if I go out for hours and hours in a particular day and I only take one image, I can always remember when looking back at that image the journey behind it. And I don't mean a journey in a car to get somewhere, but for me the journey starts when I put my camera bag on my back and I head off. And it's amazing when I look back at images, even ones I've taken years ago, that I can remember what happened on that day, what happened as I walked along with my camera, the things I saw, the places I went. I can remember so much, so they create some wonderful memories, and that's one of the reasons I really enjoy looking back at my images as well. It was nice to be proud of an image, but they bring back such nice wonderful memories too. I continued my walk on this overcast day, completely unaware of the magical light that was about to greet me at the top of my climb. So I've made it to the top of my climb, the end of my climb for today, and I've been treated to some unexpectedly nice light. The cloud cover has broken away, the sun's got through, and it's cast some wonderful light across the landscape, and there's some really nice layers appearing that the sun and its light is helping create. So I've captured a few images, and the final image that I've just captured is one that I really like the look of, and I think it's going to be by far my favourite image of today. But I want to finish off the video talking about why landscape photography, and pretty much moments like this sum up the answer to why I do landscape photography. If I was out for a walk today, I would have been long gone, but I've stayed around watching the sunset, seeing how the sky, the light changes, how the look of the landscape changes. I'm even witnessing at the moment some mist starting to form across the treetops, and it's just blowing across the landscape. And landscape photography lets me see these things that I wouldn't normally hang around to see or to get up early to see. And I've been aware that as I've been doing this video, I've been talking about walking around, climbing, exploring areas, and you don't really need to do that to get the enjoyment that I'm talking about. I enjoy nature. I've seen some incredible things about 5 feet from my car. You can of course travel to places, get out of your car, take some amazing shots, witness amazing things, watch the light change. You don't need to physically climb or walk long distances. I'm very aware some people don't enjoy that sort of thing, some people can't do it, and you don't need to do it to enjoy nature. I feel fortunate that I can. It's not easy all the time, but I really enjoy it. But you certainly don't have to walk and climb to get nice images and experience the joy of landscape photography. I think it's very much something anyone can do who's able to go in a car, take out their camera and just stay in spots and witness the light change, look at the landscape and just feel part of the nature that you're trying to photograph. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed my time out today. The conditions have turned into something that I didn't expect. It's such a stark contrast from when I set off today. And I just hope you've enjoyed hearing about why I personally do landscape photography. It also inspires me to witness things I wouldn't normally see. You get up really early in the morning, you can stay out really late to witness sunrise, sunset, and it's just things I wouldn't typically do if landscape photography wasn't motivating me to do that. So thanks so much for your time. Let me know in the comment section why you personally do landscape photography, what you enjoy about it and what motivates you, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.